Okay, hey guys, just wanted to do a short update on a few things. This is the juvenile Fondapalma Simani, unsexed at the moment. Transferred it out of that milk bone container. Hold on, I'll get it. Show you. Okay, it was in this. And again, I think these are a little bit better for arboreals. They'll work for fossorial species. You can see the amount of substrate that he dug down inside there, or she. It's not quite as deep in this one, but it's got a cork bark hide now, so it's angled down, so he can or she can dig down in that area, which I suspect she will do. So here it is. And you can see I just went with some serious leaf litter, the water dish, a little bit of sphagnum moss. Now I'm going to try and throw a waxworm in and see if it's interested in possibly eating. You can see on camera the spider looks bluish, and I have to get the downloaded paper for the difference between the Guatemalan Simani and the Costa Rican Simani, because he doesn't look, or she doesn't really look that blue out of the light. It's not really blue, it's just that tint of, although I'm really surprised that we haven't pounced on that waxworm. But yeah, I put it in the same type of enclosure that the Ephebopus murinus is in. So it's in, as you can see, with a mixture of cocoa fiber and the reptisoil. I just kind of did a couple different swirled layers. I didn't really mix it together. We'll see how this one reacts to that. It'll hold a little bit more of the moisture in if need be, but that was one rehoused, and apparently we don't really want to eat that waxworm. So we'll leave him here, and if he decides to grab it, we'll be right here, and I'll show you the other enclosure that I did. I'm not completely satisfied with it, but we'll see how it goes. I moved one of the Costa Rican orange mouth, the Salmopaeus reduncus. So let me get that one down and bring it over here, and you guys can take a look and see what I did there. And now you have the Salmopaeus reduncus, which is right there. This is Tesla, one of the two that I have. I'm pretty sure they're female. Based on what I saw in the molts, I'm thinking that both of them are actually female, but they're still small, actually. They're smaller than I really thought they were, and being in that type of enclosure, this little paint jar going into something much taller. It's another one of those Glad containers. I have another one which the other Salmopaeus reduncus is going to go into. So what I did is I took a piece of cork bark and I kind of cut it at a little bit of an angle, and then I put this piece of bark is hot glued to the side. There's dog Bailey hair, sure hair, that time of year, husky, husky shepherd. Well, I should say shepherd husky. You know how it is with dogs like that. This time of year, they start shedding summer coats, start getting winter coats. Their hair is everywhere. But yeah, so it's thinner. Okay, it's still as wide as what it was in this way, but a lot more room this way. She went right in. There was no issues. And again, I used the dark den method. With this. Over top with the catch cup, just like that. It makes rehousing so much easier. There's really not a lot of hassle to it. The biggest hassle is getting them out of the enclosure through that hole up into here, but she came right up, no problems. And that's exactly where she went. She kind of nosedived right into that corner there. So I was thinking about putting like some plants down here, and I totally forgot. So I think we'll wait to see what Tesla does. I expect Tesla to end up in the cork tube eventually. I would say sometime tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to let her be in the, we'll put her up top in the dark there and just let her do her thing. I'm thinking about moving the other Reduncus into this enclosure also tonight. What I want to do is actually get the Grammostola species north out of the enclosure in the back. I can't remember which one she's in. She's in one of those four. And move her into actually that, because you can see there's Mojave going absolutely crazy. He does not stop. This is incessant with him, just constantly trying. I'm so desperately trying to find him another female to pair with. Just because it just seems like he's still searching, and I mean, he can live for a while yet as a mature male. I'm gonna try and feed him again. I tried last week, he didn't eat, but the week before he did, so we'll see if he eats again sometime the end of this week. But yeah, so I want to go, you know, with out of that bigger enclosure into one of those, and then I can take these two here and turn them, if you imagine those two turned out, and then be able to put two more next to it stacked on top of each other. Because the things that are coming in tomorrow, I think they figure he's going away, the Nandu, so I'm going to have a spot here. And the two spiders that are coming in are roughly around 3 inches and 2.5 inches. So I think they're going to go ahead and get put into those as well. So I may leave my Grammostola species north in that for now and see how the other two do in the shoebox. Eventually they're going to have to get into something like that, or even something like, you know, in the back there, the bigger ones. They are, again, it's a juvenile pair. So, and they do tend to get on the bigger side, so you can kind of maybe guess or imagine what genus at least they're from. And I had one of these spiders, the genus, and which I don't have anymore. And I'm not a huge fan of this, and I know somebody that deals exclusively in this genus, so I'll be able to bounce a lot of information off of him. But yeah, so those are the two things that I did so far tonight. Now, I'm not quite sure what else I want to move today. There's Devin. Devin's also going to go out tomorrow. So I will get Devin packed up tonight, and I'll get the Nandu chromatus packed up tonight. They'll get into their shipping containers, just the vials, or not the vials, but the deli cups. And then I will take them with me to work and get them all sealed up before I leave work, and then drop them off after work while I pick up the stuff that's coming to me. So I said there's now 7, because I forgot I got a freebie. So there's 7 things coming in. 3 of them are small. 1, 2, 3 that are 1/2 inch. One's 1 inch, and then the other 2, I'm missing somebody. Oh, there's 4 that are 1/2 inch. Sorry. 1 that's 1 inch, and 2 that are 2.5, and then 3 inch. So I don't have huge things coming in. We'll probably put the small ones in vials like this, or those plastic containers that I had, or maybe even I'll throw them in those containers there, the Matchbox containers. So I want to be able to move stuff around here and get some more of these softball containers up on this shelf and that shelf. So that's the stuff today. Just the few small updates, and we'll update Tesla as we go. I can't tell, I don't know if he moved or she moved to get that waxworm or not. It's a very pretty spider. I mean, Faunopoma simanis, even though they're, again, what people would call basic, everyday, run-of-the-mill tarantulas, they are a very, very good-looking spider. And this one's leg patternings and striations haven't even really completely come out yet. It does not look like we have the waxworm, so the waxworm's going to be crawling around in there, and no harm to the tea. There's a nice, better picture of it for you. Yeah, so good looking animal. I expect it to dig that out and then burrow itself down into the corner there, and that was my goal. And I cut this piece at an angle also, so it's like angled, and the top part is more than the bottom part, so it can dig down, straight down, once it gets inside there if it wants to. And I would expect that this one will be down inside the substrate before tomorrow evening. And again, we'll update that. But I'm going to throw this video up tonight, and then I'm going to do one other video, and that's just going to be an introduction of every spider that is in these softball containers. I don't think really any of them need to eat, but we may be able to feed a few of them. Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe we'll just go ahead and do feedings of those, because they are, it's been a week at least since any of them have fed, so they're probably okay to go ahead and eat. They're all small, you know, 1.5 inch or smaller tarantulas. Excuse me. So, oops, I'm really shaking there. Left hand, that's what happens. So yeah, we'll get them. I'm going to feed these guys as soon as I cut this video here and start uploading it. These handful of slings here, 2 Brachypelma vagans, a Elbiceps, the Selmopeus erminia. Oh, actually that one fed 2 days ago. And then the Ornithoctone species Laos in the back there. My goal for that one is to actually get that into something different too, something that's more acrylic. But it probably won't be for another molt before that one gets moved. See how shaky my hand is? Holy man. I don't really notice it till your arm's up in the air. I'm trying to hold the camera. So, yep, there's, oh goodness, there's my praying mantis. That's the common name, or yeah, common name. Yeah, it's a common name, David. That is the scientific name, Herodula membranacea. Membranacea. So, up top is the Arizona bark scorpion, the Centruides gracilis. That's topsoil, actually dirt from outside, with a mesa type of hide and some bark, and it just stays inside there. It does not eat on camera. It will not eat while you're watching it. It just waits till later on at night, and then it'll feed, kind of like the Asian forest scorpions. And if you can see back in there is the Pandinus imperator scorpion. Was out the other day walking around, so down there is my little somewhere. Oh, he must have dug where he's out wandering, which is good. Little tiny eastern dotted or white dotted newt, red newt. I can't remember what the actual common name is of it. And to be honest with you, I don't remember what the scientific name is because I didn't print it out and put it on there. So I may have to do that, just so when I talk about it, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, and then get stuff situated, put back away, and get enclosures. We'll have enclosures getting ready for tonight, for tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bust up some cork bark, make some cork bark flats, and then get a couple of those ready for tomorrow. Alrighty, we'll see everybody later.